Hi everyone, welcome to Enjoy Learning Computer Science. In our previous video, we have discussed the introduction about the binary file, the pickle module, then pickle.load, pickle.dump. In this video, we are going to write programs using those functions, how to write record in a binary file, how to read, and how to append records in a binary file. To watch my previous video, I have given the link in the description box. Now let's jump into programming. What are the operations that can be performed in a binary file? Read records from a binary file. Then you can write record in a binary file. While writing, what happens? The previous content will be truncated or deleted and the new content will be overwritten. Then append a record in a binary file. At the end of the previous existing data, you can add new data, that is appending. Then update a record in a binary file. What is updating? Making corrections, making changes. Then search records from a binary file. If you want to search for a particular record in a binary file, you can do that. So these are the operations in a binary file, and in this session we are going to learn how to write, read and append. Before learning programming in binary files, let's learn about nested list. What is a nested list? List inside another list is known as nested list. Open Python ideally. Let's create an empty list first. Studrec is equal to empty list. Studrec is nothing but student record, short form. Now I'm going to create another list and I'm going to add that list inside this list. So let's create another list. Data is equal to, which contains three elements. Roll number 101, comma, name, Tom, and the mark next one is 85. So we have created a list called data. Now we are going to add this list inside the studrec. So studrec dot append. Append is the function to add a list. So studrec dot append of data. So now display studrec. This data list is inside the list studrec. Right. Now let's try to add one more list. I'm going to create another list. Data is equal to with another elements 102, comma, Jerry, comma, 91. Now let's add this list inside studrec. Studrec dot append within parenthesis. The list which is going to be added is data. Let's display studrec now. There are two lists inside the list studrec. So this is known as nested list. Let's try to add some more elements. So data is equal to 103, comma, mini, comma, the marks I am giving as 76. After that, let's try to add this list data inside the list studrec. So studrec dot append of data again. Now the third list will be also added in the list studrec. Let's try to add one more list. Data is equal to, let's give some other values, 104, comma, Mickey, and the marks can be some 69. Okay. So after this, let's append this list inside studrec. So studrec dot append of data. Now let's try to display the list studrec. The list studrec will contain all these lists inside. So we have successfully created a nested list. Now how to access the elements of the list? So the first list is the first element with index 0. Second list index 1. Third list index 2. And the fourth list index 3. Okay. So now let's access the second element which has the index 1. So studrec of 1. So it will display 102, Jerry 91. Let's try to access the last element. What is the index of the last element, which is 3? So studrec of 3 will display the last element. Now how to access the inner list elements? We have to access using index only. So every list is having 0, 1, 2, 3 elements. So I am going to access the second element's name alone. So second element's index is 1, and what is the index of the name? It is 0, 1. So studrec of 1 will give you the name Jerry. Similarly, let's access the third element's roll number alone. So what is the third element's index? 2. Roll number's index is 0. So studrec 2 0 will give you the roll number 103. Similarly, the first element's mark, if you want to access, the first element's index is 0. The index of marks is 0 1 2. So studrec 0 2 will give you the marks alone. So this is how you have to create a nested list and to access the individual elements. Nested list. Now you all know how to create a nested list. We are going to use the concept of nested list to write a program, to write a record in a binary file. Let's open Python IDLE, open a new file and then import pickle module, because we are going to write a record in a binary file using dump function. After importing the pickle module, let's define a user defined function. Def B write. You can give any name for your function. I am giving binary write. Now you have to open the binary file. F is equal to, open, F is the file object, open, give any name for your binary file. I am giving B student. What is the extension? .dat. And which mode we have to open? We have to open in write mode. So WB. Now the file is open. Let's create an empty list first. Studrec is equal to empty square bracket. That means an empty list is created. Now we are going to add many lists and we are going to add that in that empty list studrec. So let me introduce a loop while true. Now we are going to create a new list called data. So what are the elements to be created? Roll number, name, marks. So these three elements, with these three elements we are going to create a new list called data. Data is equal to three elements, roll number, comma, name, comma, marks. Now for all the value for this roll number, name and marks, we are going to receive it as input from the user. Now roll number is integer data type. So int of input of enter the roll number. So when this statement is executed, displayed, and user will enter the roll number that will be stored in the variable RNO. Similarly, name, input of, enter the name. Then mark. Mark can be either integer data type or it can be float data type. You can choose. So I am going to give it as float. So float of, input of, enter the mark. Now we have created a list called data. This list has to be returned inside the empty list studrec. How will you add? You have to use append function. So what is the name of the list? Studrec. So studrec dot append. What are we going to add? We are going to append the new list data inside the list studrec. So studrec dot append of data. Now we have added. So this loop has to be continued for according to the user's choice. So I am going to get the choice from the user. So ch, I'm going to create a variable called ch where input, do you want to enter more records? I'm going to give two options, Y or S. So if the user press Y, the loop will be continued. You can add more list inside the list studrec. If the user press no, you have to stop the loop, you have to break it. Okay, so the choice yes or no will be stored in the variable ch. Now we have to check if ch is equal to n. When the user press no, what you have to do? You have to stop. So I'm going to give break. So when the user enter n, the loop will stop. Then after executing the entire loop, when the user presses yes, the nested list will be created. That list you have to write it in the binary file. Outside the while loop, you have to use the dump function. What is the name of the module? Pickle. Pickle dot dump. What are we going to write? What are we going to dump? We are going to write the nested list, which is stored in the variable studrec. Comma, where are we going to write? In the file object f. Okay, pickle dot dump of studrec comma f. Now your function is defined. How to execute this function? Using function call be write. Now I'm going to give a print statement stating records returned in file successfully. This statement will get displayed once the program is executed without any error. So records returned in file successfully. Save the program, Control S, execute the program F5. It is asking the input from the user itself. Enter the roll number, enter the name, enter the mark. You can give the roll number, any roll number. I have given 101 Tom 78. Now it is asking, do you want to enter more records? I am giving S. So again the loop is continuing when the choice is yes. So again it is asking input. So another list is created. Again it will ask you, do you want to enter more records? Yes. So you can create any number of lists. All these lists will be added inside the list storage. Okay, so we are going to add 5 lists inside the list storage. So 5 times I am going to give S. Okay, so once more let's give S. Once more it was asking enter the roll number. You can give it as 105. Then enter the name Mini. Enter the mark 99. Now it is asking, do you want? No, I am giving. So it is giving records return in file successfully. Let's open and see the binary file. What is the name of the binary file? bstudent.dat. File, open, give the name as bstudent.dat. You can see the binary file. It will be in a different language, binary language, computer language. We will not be able to understand, right? So first you have to create an empty list, then add more list inside the empty list using append. Then outside the loop you have to write pickle.dump function. We are going to write a program to read a record from the binary file. Open Python IDLE, open a new file, import pickle, because we are going to use load function. So import pickle, then open the file. The same file you have to open. So I'm going to see which file. Yeah, bstudent.dat. Copy and paste it there. So the same file name. In which mode you have to open? RB. You are going to read the content. So to read, what is the function? Pickle.load. Pickle.load of what are we going to read? We are going to read the file. So it is referred using the file object F. Let's store it in a variable. You can give any variable name. I am giving it as storage. So the entire file content will be stored in the variable storage. Now before displaying the content, I am going to give a title for the content, print contents of binary file, and after leaving a line only the content should get displayed. So I am including a \n also. Now I am going to display a loop for any variable r in storage, because the content is stored in the variable storage. I am going to display one by one. So print r. So first it will print the first list, second list, and so on. Then we will close the file f.close. Let's save the program and let's execute the program. You can see all the contents of the file is displayed in a list format. Okay, first list. So we have created a nested list. In that the first list, second list, third, fourth and fifth. Suppose I don't want to display my output as a list. I want to display it as a record. Now then, so I'm going to introduce a variable r number. So roll number is stored in the first index 0. So r of 0. Name is stored in the second index 1. So r of 1. And mark is equal to r of 2. So the first value will be stored in as roll number, name, then name and mark and so on. Now let's print that. Print r number, comma, name, comma, mark. Okay, now let's save this program and execute. You can see now it is not displaying in a list format. So it is displaying as a record. So as per your wish, you can display. Writing a record in a binary file, I hope you are clear. Reading a record from a binary file is also done. Now we are going to write a program to append a record in a binary file. Append means adding a new record along with the previously existing record. So we are going to open the same program we wrote for writing a record in a binary file. So the content, everything is the same. Only thing, we are going to change the mode of the file as AB. All the other is same as to write a record in a binary file. So we have changed the mode. So let's save this program again and let's execute this program. So it will ask input, right? So we are going to add 3 records along with the previous 5 records. So it is asking enter the roll number, enter the name and enter the mark. So let's give the roll number as 111 and the name as Rita and the mark is 66. It is asking, do you want to enter more records? I am giving it as yes. So you can give 112, the name as Peter and enter the mark as 79. Again it is asking the choice. I am giving the choice as Y. Again it is asking roll number 113. We'll give the name as Raji and the mark is 91. Now when it is asked the choice, I am giving no. So records return in file successfully. Let's open and see the binary file bstudent.dat. So click file, select open and enter the name of the binary file bstudent.dat and then press open. You can see the binary file. It is in binary language. So now the data is written in the binary file. The new data is added in the binary file. Now let's read the binary file after performing the append operation. We have added 3 more record in the binary file. So we have to read the content of the binary file. So we are going to open the same program that we have written for read. In that we have changed the output as in a record format. I want the output in list format only. So I am changing that alone. Otherwise pickle.load everything is same. Now save and execute the program. You can see it is displaying only the first 5 records. The appended records are not getting displayed. So we are going to try this read function using try and except method now. Now let's write a program to read the content of the binary file after the append operation using try and except method. In the previous read program, it was reading only the first 5 records, first 5 list. I want to read all the contents of the file till the end of the file is reached. For that we are using try and except method. Open the same program. So first import pickle, then open the binary file bstudent.dat and we are opening in RB mode, and then I want to print contents of binary file. So after that let's introduce a while loop. While true, all the statements have to be executed should come under the try block, and when an error occurs, how to handle that error should come in under except block. So in try, so what are the statements to be executed? You have to read the file. Pickle.load, store it in a variable, then for r any variable in store print r. So it is reading and displaying the list. In except method, what error will come? Here we can expect end of file error, right? So except end of file error. When this error occurs, how to go about? We have to break, we have to stop. Okay, so in try block all the statements to be executed should come. In except block, how to handle the error should come. Save and execute. You can see all the list, all the records are now displaying. In the previous read program, it was displaying only 5 records. So we have added 3 more records. So after try and except, it is displaying all the records. So the statements should be executed, should come in try block, and the error handling should come under except block. Hope you're all clear about the concepts of nested list, how to write a record in a binary file, how to read a record from a binary file, how to append a record in a binary file, and how to read the content of the binary file using try and except method. In our next video, we will be learning about try and except method in detail. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Enjoy learning computer science. Stay safe, stay happy. Thank you. Bye-bye.